I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. Toribio was born in Spain around 1538 to a noble family. He studied in Valladolid, Santiago de Compostela. He studied law in Salamanca and was professor of the University of Salamanca also. He was appointed inquisitor in Granada. Because of his human qualities and virtues, the king proposed to Pope Gregory XIII that he should be named Archbishop of Lima, which at that time encompassed some 5,000 kilometers from north to south and more than 6 million square kilometers. He was consecrated bishop in 1580 and immediately left for America, arriving in the spring of 1581. Upon arriving in Peru, his first concern was to restore ecclesiastical discipline. He openly confronted the conquistadors, powerful figures, and priests who had committed or permitted abuses against the natives. He did not give communion to those who abused the Indians unless they changed their lives. This solidarity toward the most vulnerable caused him to be persecuted by the civil authorities and slandered, but he continued to defend the poor, arguing that the one who should always be kept happy was Christ and not the viceroy. For 25 years, he lived exclusively in the service of the people of God. He said, "Time is our only asset, and we must give strict account of it." He was a true organizer of the church in America, whose activities also included 10 diocesan and 3 provincial synods. Monsignor Toribio de Mogrovejo founded the first seminary in America. He vigorously intervened against the individual rights of religious, encouraging them to accept the most uncomfortable and poor parishes. He almost doubled the parishes. There were 150, and they turned out to be 250 with his government. He convened 3 provincial councils or synods and ordered the catechism to be printed in Quechua and Aymara languages. It- he enforced the norms of the Council of Trent and the independence of the Church from civil power. Monsignor Toribio de Mogrovejo placed great importance on the sacraments. It is known that he performed thousands of confirmations, and among those confirmed were several who later became saints. For example, Rosa de Lima, Francisco Solano, Martín de Porres, St. John Macias. He traveled on horseback or on foot to the different places in his great diocese to teach the gospel. He recounts that one day a beggar approached him, and since he had nothing to give him, he gave him all his church. At the age of 68, he fell ill in Pacasmayo, but continued working tirelessly with total dedication to the service of God. After 25 years as Archbishop of Lima, he died on the afternoon of March 23rd, 1606. It was Holy Thursday at the convent of St. Augustine. In his will, he left his personal belongings to his employees and the rest of his properties to the poor. He has been called the Apostle of Peru and the new Saint Ambrose. Pope Benedict XIV compared him to Saint Charles Borromeo, and Saint John Paul II named him patron of the Spanish American episcopate for his immense dedication to spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ throughout South America, aware that with God we always win.